Welcome. Unit 3 Galileo, Part 2 Question Answer. English First Language Part 1, Unit 3 Question Answer 2024-2025 Karnataka State Board Syllabus 6th Standard Part 2. Come, let us talk about this story. 1. Some sentences given below are not true. Correct them and write them down. Discuss the points with your partner. A. Learned men have always believed that the earth moved around the sun. True or not true? Answer is not true. Correction is in ancient times. Most learned men believed in geocentric model, Earth at the center of the universe. The idea of the Earth moving around the sun, heliocentric model, was only popularized later by scientists like Copernicus and Galileo. B. The first telescope ever made was invented by Lippershey. True or not true? True. Hans Lippershey, a Dutch spectacle maker, is credited with inventing the first telescope in 1608. See, Galileo thought a telescope would help him in his studies. True? Not true. True. Galileo realized the potential of the telescope for astronomical observations and used it to make groundbreaking discoveries. D. Galileo watched the heavenly bodies in clear night sky. True? Not true. True. Using this improved telescope, Galileo observed the moons of the Jupiter, phases of Venus, and the surface of the moon. E. The people of Venice also turned the looking tube towards the night sky. True or not true? Not true. Correction. The people of the Venice primarily used looking tube, that means the telescope, for practical purposes like observing distant ships rather than turning it toward the night sky. F. Galileo went on improving his telescope. True or not true? True. Galileo continuously improved his telescope, making them more powerful and capable of detailed astronomical observation. G. Copernicus had already said that Galileo was saying. True or not true? True. Copernicus had proposed the heliocentric model of solar system earlier. Galileo, however, provided crucial observational evidence to support this theory. H. The church set Galileo free because it finally agreed with his ideas. True, not true. Not true. Correction. The church did not agree with Galileo's ideas during his lifetime. Instead, he was placed under house arrest after his trial. It was only centuries later that church officially acknowledged his contributions and accepted the heliocentric model. 2. Talk to your partner about the points raised in these questions and then write down what you said. A. How is our knowledge about the earth different from the knowledge of people? Even learned men some 400 years ago. Our knowledge about the earth today is vastly different from that of the people 400 years ago. Even learned men, due to advances in scientific tools, exploration, and understanding. Here's how: heliocentric versus geocentric. 400 years ago, many still believed in geocentric model where Earth was center of the universe. Today, we know that Earth orbits the sun as a part of the heliocentric model, which is supported by extensive scientific evidence. B. Who corrected people's thinking about our Earth in 17th century? It was Galileo Galilei who played a pivotal role in correcting people's thinking about the Earth in 17th century. By using his improved telescope, he provided observational evidence supporting the heliocentric model proposed by Copernicus, which stated that Earth revolves around the Sun. These discoveries, such as the moons of Jupiter and the phases of Venus, challenged the long held geocentric view and laid the foundation for modern astronomy. Galileo's work was revolutionary, even though it faced significant resistance at the time. See, what is Lippershey's contribution to astronomy? Hans Lippershey, a Dutch spectacle maker, is traditionally credited with inventing the first telescope in 1608. While he may not have been the first to experiment with lenses, he was the first to apply for patent for a device that could magnify distant objects. His invention, called the Isgar, means looker, laid the foundation for the development of telescopes, which become indispensable tools in astronomy. Lippershey's work inspired scientists like Galileo Galilei, who improved upon the telescope and used it to make groundbreaking astronomical discoveries. So, while Lippershey's contribution was more about the invention itself, it had a profound impact on the field of astronomy. D. What is the Milky Way? Milky Way is galaxy that contains our solar system. It's a vast collection of stars, planets, nebulae, black holes, and other celestial objects bound together by gravity. E. In what ways is the moon similar to the Earth? The moon and the Earth share several similarities despite being very different in size and composition. Here are a few ways they are alike. Rocky bodies. Both the moon and Earth are rocky celestial objects. Surface features. The moon and the earth have surface features such as mountains, valleys, craters, and plains. F. Why was Galileo appointed professor at University of Padua? Galileo was appointed as a professor at the University of Padua in 1592 due to his growing reputation as a skilled mathematician and scientist. The university, located in Republic of Venice, was a prestigious center of learning and sought Galileo to teach mathematics. His role there allowed him to conduct groundbreaking research, develop scientific instruments, and share his knowledge with students from across Europe. G. What were the two important discoveries Galileo made with his much improved telescope? Galileo made several groundbreaking discoveries with his improved telescope, but two of the most important ones are where the moon of Jupiter. Galileo discovered four large moons orbiting Jupiter: Lo Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto. These are now known as the Galilean moons. This was significant because it provided evidence that not all celestial bodies orbit the Earth, challenging the geocentric model. The phases of Venus. Galileo observed that Venus goes through phases similar to the Moon. This could only be explained if the Venus orbited the Sun, further supporting the heliocentric model proposed by Copernicus. H. Who had made discoveries similar to Galileo in 16th century? In 16th century, Nicholas Copernicus made discoveries similar to Galileo's. Copernicus proposed the heliocentric model, which stated that the Earth and the other planets revolve around the Sun. This was the revolutionary idea that challenged the long-held geocentric model, which placed Earth at center of the universe. While Copernicus laid the theoretical groundwork, Galileo later provided observational evidence in 17th century to support this model. Together, their work marked a turning point in our understanding of the cosmos. I. What trouble did Galileo bring upon himself by telling truths about the heavenly bodies? Galileo faced a significant trouble for telling truths about the heavenly bodies, as his discoveries challenged long held beliefs and authority. Opposition from the scholars. Many learned men opposed Galileo because his findings contradicted their teachings and geocentric model, which placed Earth at the center of the universe. Conflict with Church. Galileo's support for the heliocentric model, which suggested that Earth revolved around the Sun, was seen as heretical by the Catholic Church. This led to his trial by Inquisition, house arrest. After being forced to recant his views, Galileo was sentenced to house arrest for remainder of his life. Despite this, he continued his scientific work in secret. J. What is the ironic story about Galileo facing the Inquisition? The irony of the Galileo's confrontation with the Inquisition lies in the fact that he was persecuted for being correct. Galileo's support for the heliocentric model which stated that the Earth revolves around the Sun, challenged the geocentric view endorsed by the Catholic Church, despite providing empirical evidence. Through his telescope observations, Galileo was tried for heresy in 1633 and forced to recant his views. He spent the rest of his life under house arrest. The ultimate irony is that Galileo's discoveries were later proven to be accurate, and the Church eventually accepted the heliocentric model centuries after his death. His story highlights the tension between scientific progress and established beliefs, as well as the courage required to pursue truth in the face of opposition. Focus on grammar. Rewrite the first sentence of the paragraph 2 in three sentences. A man. A. A man named Hans Lippershey was a Dutch spectacle maker. B. He dash in the year 1608. He invented the first telescope in the year 1608. C. The telescope. The telescope was designed to magnify distant objects. Rewrite these sentences in two sentences. Each sentence must have seven words. Galileo was first telescope was ever turned towards the stars. Galileo used the first telescope for stars. A. B. No one dash dash him. No one had done this before him. Two sentences now. These are jumbled words. These are using this jumbled word sentence. We have to make two meaningful sentences. Reorder the jumbled words to make the sentence. 4. Seven words are given below. For the last two words, only clues are given. Make the sentence using these words. Or, but, include, trip, on, expensive, does, free, the, living, is, it, a, around, sun, e. A. Write down your sentence, punctuating it. Read your sentence to your partner. Above words are given using that sentences living on earth is expensive, but it does not include a free trip around the sun every year. Rearranged sentence it is. Next C is what does the word it refers to? It refers to the earth and its experience of life. D. Which word in your sentence should you emphasize? Read the sentence again, stressing these words. Word to emphasize is free. It's a punchline and adds to the humor. Living on earth is expensive, but it does not include a free trip around the sun every year because every year earth rotates once, that is makes 1 year when it rotates around the sun. It is not it is not going to charge you anything. Freely you are sitting on the earth, you are moving around the sun. E. Did you get the joke? How many free trips have you made so far? That means how many free trips, how many years? How old are you? That means these many years means these many rounds the earth has taken to revolve around the sun after your birth. A joke, it's a clever wordplay. While life can be costly, we all get the free trip of revolving around the sun annually without paying for it. Pronunciation. Fifth one, when you say the following words, you stress the third syllable from the end as astronomy, astrology, biology, geology, philosophy, democracy, physiother, epidem, democracy, aristocracy, plutocracy. These words do not stress the constant consonant sound in the syllable, stress the vowel sound, practice the saying words like this. We'll learn the pronunciation of these words. This is Astronomy. Stress on tron, Tron. Astronomy. Like this we have to pronounce. Second one is Astrology. Stress on troll. Astrology. Third one is BIO Logy. Stress on OL. Biology. Fourth one. Geology. Stress on OL. This one. Geology. Fifth one. Philosophy. Stress on LOS. Philosophy. Sixth one. Democracy. Stress on RA. Democracy. Seventh one. Physiotherapy. Stress on THER. Physiotherapy. Eighth one. DEMOCRACY. Stress on O. Democracy. Ninth one. ARISTOCRACY. Stress on doc. Aristocracy. Tenth one. PLUTOCRACY. Stress on plutocracy. Sixth one. Word formation with the suffixes ER and IST. Now say the words for the different kinds of scientists. So stress the third syllable from the end. For example, astronomy, astronomer. Say the words for the persons who believe in the social, political, and scientific systems. Stress the first syllable. Who is that? Democracy, Democrat. Like this, scientist with ER and IST suffixes stress on the third syllable from the end. Astronomy becomes astronomer first. Then biology becomes biologist. Third one is geology, geologist. Fourth one, physics, physicist. Sixth one, chemistry, chemist. Sixth one, anthropology, anthropologist. Social, political, belief system. Stress on first syllable. Democracy, democracy. Socialism. So, see here, socialism. Communism, communist. Liberalism. Fifth one is capitalism, capitalist. Liberalism, liberal. Seventh one, write a paragraph on the telescope using the ideas in the text. Telescope is one of the humanity's most remarkable inventions, revolutionizing our understanding of the universe. First invented by the Hans Lippershey in 1608, the telescope was initially used for practical purposes like the spotting distant ships. However, Galileo Galilei recognized its potential for scientific exploration and improved its design to observe the heavens. With this telescope, Galileo made groundbreaking discoveries such as the moons of Jupiter, the phases of Venus, and the detailed surface of the moon, providing strong evidence for the heliocentric model. Over time, telescopes have evolved into powerful instruments, enabling scientists to unravel cosmic mysteries, explore distant galaxies, and expand our knowledge of vast universe. A. Work with your partner and fill in the blanks. Write down the appropriate words in the blank. Think of the names of some scientists and their inventions. We praise the honor scientists because their inventions are useful to us. But sometimes a scientist may find truth about the nature and must not be liked by some people. This is because of our ignorance or prejudice. In olden days, scientists even got into trouble for finding new truths. Galileo was an Italian astronomer. He got into trouble for telling some truths about the heavenly bodies. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and save the playlist. Thank you very much. Bye bye.